Hello guys, I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. We are fast approaching Christmas. We are rolling up on it really fast. So hopefully you are done with a lot of your shopping. Hopefully you don't have too much left to do. I did ask in a recent gift guide if there was any other types of videos y'all wanted to see gift guide wise, and someone suggested, which I thought was a fabulous idea, was my recommendations, a gift guide for sort of a farm girl, homesteader, gardener type person. So the last year living here on this farm, having all of these animals, growing my first garden, I've learned a lot. And I've also, I failed a whole bunch too, but that's not the point of this video. I have figured out the things that I feel like have really helped me over the course of the last over a year now. Some of them are like very practical things, but some of them are also, fun and would make great gifts. So anyways, that's what we're going to do today. Grab some coffee, grab some tea, whatever, water, that's what I have over here. And we're going to dive into my gift recommendations for a farm girl in your life. I do want to mention really quickly before I jump into it, because I always get lots of questions about what I'm wearing in videos and stuff like that. But you guys know my love for Free People. Well, this Free People sweater, along with many others, are in the Nordstrom Cyber Monday sale. And they are like 60% off or something like that, 50, somewhere between 40 and 60% off, just depending on the item. But there are multiple Free People items in the sale. So I will link to this sweater along with a few others. Just a heads up, this is a kind of cropped, it's like a cropped sweater. So this is not like a tunic sweater that you're going to wear with leggings. It's kind of got like this little hood thing back here. I like to tuck it into high-waisted jeans. It's a kind of a deeper V cut, so you would want to wear something under it or wear it back like I wear this one. So anyways, that's just my little advice there. And then also, Rakuten is still having their $40. I believe it only goes to December 7th as your $40 bonus for signing up. But here's the thing, this week during Cyber Week with all the online sales, they are like doubling and tripling cashback money. So for example, I went to Aerie's website earlier today to look for something for a gift for someone, and the cashback was like 18%. So some of these places, the cashback through Rakuten is crazy high, plus you get the $40 sign up bonus. So it's just a great time to sign up for Rakuten. Okay, let's move on. Let me share all the things. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 20 or 50, you should be wearing sunscreen, first of all, for your skin, but then also a hat to protect your face from the sun. It's like the number one thing that causes signs of aging is sun damage. So if you are trying to not have your face turn to leather, then a hat is always a great idea. Now, it also covers a multitude of sins. You cannot wash your hair for a week. Not a problem. Catches a little bit of the sweat dripping off your forehead. There's lots of good uses for a good hat. Now I have two to show you here because I have my fall winter hat and my summer hat. So my fall winter hat, since that's where we are right now, is this lovely little beauty. This is a Stetson hat. It's a crushable. So it does not, I don't really want to do that because it's my hat and I like it, but you can completely crush it. I have a hard-sided Stetson hat that's more like what you would think of as a traditional cowboy hat. This one I like because you can still shape it. The felt can still be shaped a little bit, not as drastically as you can shape a hard-sided hat, but you can take a steamer, or if you go into a place, like if you buy a hat like this in a store, most likely they're going to have a shaper there, which is basically just a giant steamer that they use to get the felt warm with steam, a little moist warm, and then they shape it, hold it, and let it dry. The other reason that I love this hat, and this is what sets a hat like this apart from the intentionality of a hat like this, apart from just going to Target and buying, because these kind of hats are super in right now as far as like fashion goes, right? Just fedora style or rancher style hats, all of those are very in. You can find them all over Madewell, Target, all those places. But what makes this actually a practical, useful hat, and what Stetson and other companies have known all along, is that you've got this lovely leather string and the little cinchy tie thing here. And this is great because as soon as you go outside and hop on a fast-moving ATV or riding a horse, or the wind is blowing really hard while you're working outside, this hat is going to get blown off your head. Even if it fits pretty well, a good wind gust just picks it up right here and blows it off. So the reason that I really like this too is the way that I will wear it. It totally depends on what I'm doing, but I will put it back like that and then tighten the thing. I hope you can see that. I realize this is awkward. I hope you can see that. But I will tighten it kind of under the nape of my neck right here where your head kind of curves back and then goes under. It's kind of right there. And that will really help keep it on for most things. Now, again, if I'm flying around on the ATV or if I'm really, you know, going fast riding horses or something like that, then yes, you got to put it on this way and tighten it here. I'm not putting it all the way down on my head right now because I don't want to just ruin my hair that I spent 20 minutes curling. The Stetson crushable hat, it's an investment in terms of just the everyday pricing of products. But I will say in the world of hats, it's not insane. I think it's right around $90 to $100. And again, you can probably find coupon sales, things like that. It's a great, great hat. Now this hat, as I sit here and say like Madewell doesn't make the right kind of hats for this, this hat is actually from Madewell. So this is a straw hat. Again, the sort of, you know, fedora / rancher. It doesn't have a super wide brim. I don't like that. I feel like I kind of look like Elmer Fudd or like a cartoon cowboy when I wear like a hat with too wide of a brim. But it's kind of got this like, I think it's called paracord is the type of, it's like a nylon cord here. It adjusts and moves around the hat, and I think it adds a little something extra to it anyways. But then it's got the same string with the tightener thing here, allowing you to help the hat to actually stay on your head. I can't recommend a good hat enough. I feel like I'm always racing the sun when I'm filming these videos, and it's driving me crazy, to be honest. I guess I need to film earlier in the day. It's not possible. The sun setting at like 4 o'clock is driving me nuts. Overalls, a good pair of overalls. Listen, every Southern woman. What is it Weezer says? I'm an old Southern woman. We're supposed to wear funny looking hats and ugly clothes and grow vegetables in the dirt. That's what we do. But I rekindled my romance with overalls. In our old house, when I was doing outdoor projects and painting and stuff like that, I just felt like, let me just have this pair that I can put on and get dirty and paint all over, and I just don't care. Because sometimes I'm like a child and I just want to be able to wipe my hands on myself instead of trying to find a napkin and all that kind of stuff. Like, especially if I'm like working on a painting project, like sometimes you guys are always like, I don't know how you paint without tape. And I'm like, that's because I am a human painting cloth. I just wipe paint all over myself. So I have to wear clothes that I can get paint on and the like when I am working on projects. The point is, I love a good pair of overalls. Now, I have 2 options for you. One is the Old Navy overalls. These are affordable. I want to say they're about $35. They are your typical denim overall. They're not too stiff. They're not too thin. They're just right, you know? They're just right, as Goldilocks would say. Just right. And they're denim. I just, you know, listen, there's so many different overalls out there because they've gone in and out of fashion over the years. The second pair I'll share with you really quickly are from Duluth Trading Company. And I believe that they are their in-house, you know, Duluth brand. I could be wrong, but I'll link them for you. I have a green color. They also have like a burgundy color. Now these are great summer hot weather overalls because the material, I'm not going to be able to describe it well, but it's kind of like that windbreaker material a little bit. It's like a matte finish. It's not shiny. It's a matte finish, but they've got the stretchy shoulders for the overalls, so it's not stiff. Multiple pockets in the chest part, and then the legs you can roll up, and there's a button thing to like, so you can make them more like capris or whatever instead of full length. The point is, they're the best overalls ever. I literally cannot ever wear them or post photos in them without people asking, where did those come from? Where did those come from? They also, I think, have a shorts version. I'm not about that life, I don't think, but if you are, they have a shorts version. I love them so much. They're worth every single penny. They are more expensive than like Old Navy overalls, but let me just tell you, you will wear the mess out of them or the person you're giving them to. They will love them. They will love them. I wear them so much during the summer and spring, working in my garden. Just, they're fabulous. They are fabulous. And why I like overalls so much? Pockets. What does a woman love? Pockets. How many pockets do overalls have? A bunch. I feel weird about showing this. I'm not sure if I'm like allowed to show this, but I think, look, it's the reality of life. I'm not encouraging anything bad with it, but it's a sort of like a pocket knife. So I don't care, male, female, whatever you're doing in that farm life. Even gardening, I feel like. When we first moved here, my husband bought me one of these to keep. I keep it in my overalls or in my coat pocket or whatever, because I'm constantly cutting twine on hay bales or needing to cut into a bag of something, whether it's soil or, you know, it doesn't matter. These things are really not meant to be able to just tear into. And so just having, I think that's what I'll do is I'm not going to open it or anything like that, but just I will link a couple of my favorites because I really do like this one. It's got a really smooth open and close and very easy. You're not going to accidentally mistakenly leave this open and put it in your pocket. If you saw it open, you'd know why. You won't ever mistake it. But a really good practical knife like this. And well, we'll talk about that in a future like self-defense video, but I do carry this more than just around the farm. You never know when you're going to need it when you're out doing stuff to cut something, cut some piece of string, open something or whatever. So very, very practical gift. I hate that I feel so weird about talking about this on YouTube because it's just very practical, but it's a weird world we live in. So now in terms of, I didn't talk about the Hunter boots, rain boots. They don't have to be Hunter. I got a pair of Hunter boots last fall and I love them. Now I have major complaints, not with the boots, with my family. They have stolen them from me. I have 2 pairs of Hunter boots. I have a green pair that's like a matte green shade, really for gardening, doing things outside. I wear those when I'm pressure washing, when I'm doing anything where I'm going to be in the mud or the muck or, water of any kind. They're so easy to slip my feet in and out of. Just don't ever, ever, ever wear them without socks. If you wear the right sized rain boot with no socks, good luck. You may have to cut it off your feet with scissors, or at least that's been my experience. I really recommend a good pair of rain boots. Again, it doesn't have to be the Hunter brand. You might as well just go to Tractor Supply, or I'll link some very affordable rain boots. Again, depending on your climate though, you may want to invest in ones where you can have a lining to make them warm, that sort of thing. So, but rain boots, always a good gift. Now, speaking of, let me just tell you, I've spoken about this for years now, my deep and abiding love for my pressure washer. It is one of the greatest purchases we have ever made. I use it for so many things, and everyone I know, every female I know that has one loves it too. This is not like a dude's gift. This is not like buying a woman a vacuum, though I have to say I don't really get the gripe with that either. I love a good vacuum cleaner. You buy me a vacuum, I'm happy. I love a good pressure washer, and I have one that I will link it, that we got from Amazon that we've had for years, and it's worked fabulously. Again, so practical for so many things, even just things like washing your car, okay? You can get one that has various settings and nozzle tips on it that will allow you to do things like wash your car without blasting out your windows. But if you got some mold going, listen, just go take 5 minutes and watch pressure washing videos on YouTube and you'll never be the same. Your life will be changed. The satisfaction you will feel from watching a driveway, a brick walkway go from dirty to clean, it will bring such great joy to your life. It's pretty remarkable. This year, what I asked for Christmas was a higher PSI, gas-powered hoss of a power washer. So I will be getting a new pressure washer this year. I'm very excited. I don't think I will just share it. Maybe I'll share it on Instagram stories. I don't think anybody cares, but I will share before and afters, which are exciting. Even if you don't really care about pressure washers, it's still exciting to watch something go from dirty to clean. Oh, it's so satisfying. Anyways, I'll link the one that I got, my new one, the gas powered one. It'll sufficiently take the paint off the side of your house if you get too close. Pressure washer, great gift. Now, for the gardeners in your life, I've shared about this book before as well. This is a gardening handbook. It comes in a little case. It's just a really beautiful, this is like a cloth bound book where you can track the progress of your garden. You can track the things that you've planted, when you planted them, where you planted them, notes about them, the characteristics, the months of interest, the months that this thing will bloom, whatever it is, whether it requires a lot of water or a little, the position that it needs, whether that's full sun, partial sun, yada, yada, yada. And then you can also map out your garden in here. It's just really cool. If someone's into gardening, and you don't have to have a huge garden space to be able to make use of this, it's almost like a gardening journal. If you've got someone that loves gardening, I think that they would really enjoy this, especially if they're more creative and they like doing bullet journal type stuff. There's some really, really fun things you can do with this. So I think it's a great gift. Okay, speaking of gardens, now this is a little dirty. I had a napkin to try to wipe it off. But every gardener needs a good rain gauge, okay? You need to be able to keep track of how much God has watered your garden for you, that you don't have to. So I found this super cute. I was kind of picky. I wanted a funny rain gauge. I wanted something that was cute and funny. And I'll be honest with you, there was really a very hard line between inappropriate and just typical rain gauge. There really wasn't much in the middle. So I just thought this little garden gnome was really cute, but I will link for you. If you're a dirty bird or the person you're buying the gift for is a dirty bird, maybe doesn't have young children at home, then I will link for you the other rain gauge that I almost bought, but then realized I would have to do so much explaining to children and people who came to my house that it just wasn't worth it. But it's pretty funny. It includes a gnome, and you still have this part, and he's laying on his back. I'll let you guess from there. But funny rain gauge or just cute rain gauge, depending on the person and what they're interested in. I'll link a few options below, but this is wonderful for any gardener or person who's growing anything in their backyard, flowers, vegetables, even if they've just got like a little porch garden, it doesn't matter. It's great to know how much natural rain that area has gotten in terms of watering, because some plants are fickle. They're real fickle. Okay, I also want to mention wild rags. So this is really just something that it's a rabbit hole you can fall down. Okay, this is the only wild rag I own. This one, I think I got this one from Savannah Sevens, maybe. I'll link a few different wild rag options. And I'm going to link for you some videos of people who actually know how to wear them and tie them. I've done it before, but it's kind of like a dude tying a tie that doesn't do it often. You fumble with it a lot, but there's some really cute ways that you tie these wild rags. It's very like polished and just looks really pretty, but there's like 100 ways you can tie this thing. Ways you can wear it not just around your neck, but in your hair as like a hair scarf. There's even girls with tutorials showing you how to wear it as a top. Now, I'm too old and my boobs sag too much to be wearing this as a top. But if you're young and perky, that could be cute, I suppose. I feel like I'm not doing a good job of selling the wild rag. Click the links, see what people can do with it, see the cuteness of it. This one is just, again, just a very simple orange one, but they have tons of beautiful floral prints. They are bigger, much bigger than your traditional handkerchief wild rags. Good gift. Okay, we're getting there, I promise. The other thing that I think could make a really cute gift are these sort of custom keychains. So I ordered these from Etsy. This is one that says, obviously, tractor keys with a little tractor on it. And then our chicken coop locks and closes. So I got this one for the chicken coop that says Mother Clucker with a chicken on it. A lot of these you can completely customize. I'm pretty sure I customized this one because I think you can put your name on it. But I was like, Braniff or Mother Clucker? I'm going to go with Mother Clucker. So I have a few of these different keychains around here, and they're just nice to have because we keep our keys separate for everything so that if somebody's using the ATV or somebody's using the tractor or somebody needs to get into the chicken coop, all the farm keys aren't on one keychain. So it's nice to keep them separated. These I like because it makes it a lot easier, even if you've got little ones that can't read, but you're sending them in like, hey buddy, go grab me the tractor keys. And they go in there and they can't read the words, but they can see this one has a chicken on it, this one has a tractor, probably the tractor keys. So it makes things very simple and functional, especially if you got a lot of people using the things at one time. Okay, the next one. This is one of my best kept secrets. Feel like I think the last time I almost talked about this and then didn't because I was like, what if people sell it out and they buy it all and I can't buy anymore? This is called Temple Perfume Oil. This is sold at the Junk Gypsy. They have a store in Texas, I believe, like an in-person store. I think they used to have a TV show. It's these two fabulous, adorable women who are probably in their 40s, maybe 50s. They have so much flair, okay? They dress real cute and they love kind of hippie type stuff. There's like an inn you can stay at. They have all kinds of cute things on their websites that would make great gifts. But I stumbled upon this perfume oil and I think what drew me in was the scents. It was like sandalwood, vanilla, and then the other one I have over here, there's an amber, an Egyptian something or another. They're perfume oils. That's why they're so small, because it is just sort of like this thicker oil. So you just take, and for me, all of these scents are like fall scents. So you just take a teeny little bit of the oil on your wrist. Oh, I'm going to spill it everywhere. Anyways, it's an oil. So you can put a little bit on the inside of your wrist, back here behind your ears, your neck area, whatever. And as you go through the day, it's like your body warms it up, and it's a longer lasting, stronger scent. So it's not like these are mixed scents where it's going to be like some, notes of this and notes of that. It's like that is sandalwood, that is amber, that is Egyptian musk. So you can mix them, and that's usually what I do, is like a little drop from one, a little drop from the other, mix them. And I know perfume can be a hard gift to buy someone because people are typically, and rightfully so, rather particular about perfumes. But I do think that these are nice because they are very basic. So if you just have some idea what kind of perfume this person likes, whether it's, if they like super fruity perfumes, they're not going to like this. But if they like more musky type, then they'll probably love this. Okay, now also from the garden, I meant to keep all this stuff together in the same section. It didn't happen. The green stalk, I believe is what it's called. So I got one of these in the spring of last year, and I am just kicking myself that I did not put it up sooner and use it sooner. I ended up setting it up for my fall lettuces, and when lettuce started growing and everything was going well, I was like, why didn't I use this sooner? Like, what a ding dong. What a waste that I had it sitting here for months and didn't use it. They are fabulous. You can get different sizes. You can get them on wheels so that you can spin them and everything gets evenly lit from the sun. It's really cool. Like, you have these little compartments and you pour the water down the center, and there's a fill line. You pour water down there and it sort of self-waters each compartment. It's really great for growing things like lettuce or strawberries. It would be great for herbs. I know some people use it for tomatoes. There's so many uses for these things. They are fabulous and they would make a great gift. Anybody who's interested in gardening, and they're really great if they have like small space, patio gardening, porch gardening, that kind of thing. You could grow yourself just like a whole feast in a few of these things. So like I said, there's different sizes, lots of different colors. They're just really genius. It's kind of one of those things that you're like, why did nobody think of that before? But kudos to them for thinking of it now, because they're great. Now also, again, I don't know what I did with the holder. I feel dumb right now, honestly, but AirPods, earbuds, something of the like, wireless headphones. These are Raycon. I had two different pairs of Apple AirPods, like the regular and then the Pro, and for what they cost, it was just killing me that mine were, the original ones hurt my ears, so then I got the Pros. They hurt my ears less, though I still bought like silicone covers for them. They hurt my ears less, and then they just started like crapping out on me and not working well, and I just got really discouraged. And I'm like, I don't want to spend $250 on these things for how often they break. So I had heard about Raycon through various podcasts. I think they do a ton of sponsorships with people, honestly. With podcasts a lot is where I hear about them. And I thought, let me just give them a try, because I feel like with coupons and everything, I was able to get them for like 60 or 70 bucks. They have a few different kinds. I've tried the everyday, that's what this is. And then there's another like sport one that hooks into your ear more. This is just my favorite one, okay? They're very simple to use. I just really, really like them. They hold a charge for a very long time. I am famous for, and do this all the time, just put one in, leave the other one in the charger. I'll be listening to things, doing things outside. When this one dies, I switch, put the other one in, and put this one in the charger. So I'm never without the ability to use earbud thing if I want to, and they're great. So they come in a lot of different colors. I have white and black ones. I just really, really like these. I feel like for the price, they're really great. And if you do lose them, crush them, ruin them, you're not going to feel so bad about it like I did anyways with actual Apple AirPods. I saved this for closer to last, but it's kind of a two-part gift idea. One, buy the bee a massage gift card, okay? If this is really like gardener, farm girl, like working hard, doing stuff outside, tending to animals, mucking stalls, growing things, moving soil, moving dirt, you get sore. You just get sore. So buying someone a massage gift card is never a mistake, unless you know with certainty that they are someone that does not like massages. I don't know how, but there are those people in the world. I want to understand. I do. I try to understand. I just cannot. Okay? I just cannot. I get like not wanting a stranger to touch you. I mean, I don't care. Like, I just am like, anyways, I'm not going to wax poetic about why everyone needs massages. The point is, if you know that they would be okay with it, massage is a great thing. Now, secondary option to that, this is incredibly pricey, but just hear me out, okay? I honestly hate recommending things to you guys like this that are like, where I feel like you're going to be saying like, geez, she spends that much money on a bath soap. It's really, some things are worth the money. That's all I'm going to say. This is the Elemis Aching Muscle Super Soak. If you go read the reviews on this, you will know that I am not full of malarkey. This smells like icy hot. This is not a bubble bath, relaxing with a glass of wine. This is, I've been working my butt off. I'm sore. I can't move. Everything hurts. And, you know, whether it's from working out or working out in the yard, the garden, whatever it is, this is for when you really have sore muscles, like real sore muscles. So this is a muscle ease bath soak. It's got rosemary, juniper, thyme. It warms, recharges, and energizes, and it's for muscle relaxation. So it is pricey. This is what the bottle looks like. You do get a fair amount of it, like, because you're just doing 3 of these capfuls. And you might even want to start out with a little bit less of that to begin with. It is potent, but it will really help your sore and aching muscles. And so it would make a lovely gift. Now, again, you could do like a gift basket with like the AirPods in, or like the Rakuten earbuds, the last thing I'm about to show you. You know, you could pull a few of these things together into a gift. And if you wanted to bring the price down a little bit, just go for a regular like relaxation bubble bath. It's the thought. It's the encouraging the person to relax and take a bath. But if it's somebody you really love and care about, get them this instead. Well, I just nearly knocked my entire setup over, knocked the light over. So it's about time for this video to wrap up. So let me just finish. Let me wrap it up here. Okay. So again, working outside, doing a bunch, you need to stay hydrated. This is not an advertisement for Liquid IV, though I love Liquid IV. That's not the point. The point is a good cup that keeps things nice and cold. This is one of my favorite ones. The lid is somewhere in the upper cabinet. I couldn't reach it without getting the stool. It was too much. I just grabbed the cup. I will link it for you and you can see the lid. It snaps on very securely. It's got a couple options at the top that you can slide to drink out of it, or you can use the actual straw for it, which I have in this other cup that I'm going to show you, because I like, this is like a nice, I don't know, I really like this straw, so I kind of rotate it around my cups. But I love this cup. It's got the handle, which makes it great. It does fit in most cup holders, most car cup holders, and it holds, I don't know the actual amount of liquid that it holds, 40 ounces maybe. Does that say 40? Does 40 ounces seem like too much? I don't know. It holds roughly 40 ounces unless the sticker on the bottom is lying. Then it holds roughly 40 ounces. They come in a bunch of different colors, and this is great. It keeps your water cold all the dilly dang day long. And it's also affordable. I feel like I should say that because a lot of times these things that are like the Yeti brand and whatever, they're insanely expensive. And I'm like, why? These things work just as well, and they're like a quarter of the price. This one is from Target. Zap. Something is Zak. Yes, Z-A-K. Zak. These come in a ton of different colors. If you're into cricketing, you can cricket this. You can put all kinds of crickety things on it. But I really like this. The top on this one does not just snap on, it screws on, which is great because if you're like me and you have a goat that likes to spill your drinks and pour your drinks over, at least with this one, she can't actually get the lid off. So only what would drip out of here would actually come out, which is nice because she literally hunts down my drink when I bring it outside so that she can knock it over. It's so annoying. But this little thing closes over the hole there so stuff doesn't spill out. It's just great. Now I add the straw because I'm lazy and I like to drink out of a straw. But yeah. This would be great. Tons of colors, lots of good options, and would be a very practical gift. Again, you could put together a really fun like basket with a few different things in it, a drink cup, maybe a perfume oil, just kind of touch on the different things. I feel like I've given you some options that are, you know, larger gift items like pressure washers and such, more expensive gift items, and then some things that are a little more affordable and, you know, because I just don't know who this person is to you that is interested in this kind of stuff that you would be shopping for, you know. It is officially nearly dark outside. This lighting is just, it's a lot of artificial lighting. We are done. We have reached the conclusion of this video. I will link everything for you down below in the description box, as well as some alternates and things like that, some cheaper options if I can. I'll do what I can there for you in the description box. Again, don't forget to check out the Nordstrom Cyber Monday sale with the Free People stuff. I'm specifically sharing that because I know how much I love Free People stuff, and so many of y'all do too, and it's so stupid expensive at full price, and I almost never pay full price for anything Free People because they do put it on sale, and it's always like, it's not like they take $10 off. It's always like half price items. So there's a number of really cute things in that sale. So I will leave those linked, and then I'll just mention it here at the end, though at some point I should mention it more formally at the front of a video. But you can always follow me on LTK. The whole landscape of LTK has changed, which is why I'm more active on it now. It's really definitely just more of a platform for you to follow someone that you want to see, and you want to find links for things, you don't have to have a profile. You don't have to have a profile picture. You don't have to post, but you don't have to do anything other than be able to go and shop that person's page. It's just a place to find this all condensed. Whereas like with Instagram, it's like you got to check through highlights and click through a whole bunch of things that a year or two ago. This is just very up to date. So yeah, I have started using my LTK page a lot more, and I link and share things there that I don't share or post or link in other places on Instagram or here, just because that's sort of the purpose of the platform. So anyways, I'll leave all that link down below. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'll see you again very soon in December.
Christmas is coming, the snowflakes will be